can hear
well?
you, yeah.
Okay, all right. If possible, if everyone can be on the video.
I'm actually in a remote hilly area, so
No problem.
the hand moves
No
there, and
problem.
I
Yeah,
it's not
please.
just solid.
No problem. No problem. So we'll just wait just another 30 seconds. Sharmila ji, namaste. Thank you for joining. Wonderful. All right. First of all, I have to thank you all for joining my class. Thank you, everyone. Yes, Saturday, and it is evening time, I believe, in India. It is morning here in the US. And World Yoga Day. Who would have thought that the whole world will be geared towards celebrating International Day of Yoga? I am very happy. Today's yoga session will be gentle yoga, but most importantly, I see the day as a very good day to make some promises, or just a few, just to our own self. Today's class will be focused on building our flexibility of the body, our mind, our spirit. So please be on your mat. You can be in Sukhasan or Vajrasan, your favorite meditative pose. And I'm just going to go through what we are going to cover. Today we will be using the Chin Mudra, and also that is the Dhyan Mudra and the Gyan Mudra. And we will be working on Brahmari and Ujjayi if we have some time, Anulom Vilom. But in the asan, the postures, we will be working on hip openers basically to build our flexibility more, as much as we can. So let us begin with your hands in Chin Mudra, either on your knees or on your thighs. Shoulder rolled back and spine straight, your chin slightly tucked in with a smile on your face. You may close your eyes or not and just sit quiet. There may be sounds outside, but you are now ready to take a journey from this outside world to your inner world. And with a smile, right from the top of your head and slowly down the whole body to the sole of your feet. Just scan yourself with closed eyes, normal breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And in this journey from the top to the bottom, every step of the way as you land from the temple to the space between your eyebrows, to the tip of your nose, your lips, your throat, your shoulders. You relax, and your heart, your arms, your lower extremities, your knees, and to the bottom of your feet. Be thankful for the moment we are here together. And now let's start to move back up. And as we move up to your navel area or the belly button, place one hand on your belly button and remember to keep your smile on. Normal breathing. And now you will take few breaths, inhaling 4 counts, exhaling in 6 counts. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place your hand back on your knees with the chin mudra and just normal breathing. Engaging your diaphragmatic muscle. Just breathe. And now bring both your hands in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra. And you may bow down. And open your eyes. Thank you. And once again, welcome to this session of International Day of Yoga in our yoga community. While we are seated, some in Vajrasan, some Sukhasan, we will begin with the whole body stretch in the form of Parvatasan. So let's do it. Place your hands on the side of your body and slowly raise your hands and join them with your smile on. Now slowly twist to your right making sure that you're not being hard on yourself. You're staying in your sweet pain zone, and back to the center. And now to the opposite side, twist. This is a very good spinal twist, and stretch all together. Back to the center. Stretch up and bend to your right. Feel the stretch. Back to the center slowly and to the left. Back to the center. Now stretch up and look up. And bend forward slowly and stretch forward. Making sure your buttocks are not off the ground. You are still seated. You are engaging your back muscles. You're fully stretched. And now it's time to get back up slowly. Stretch up and release. Excellent. And now Parivrit Sukhasana. Just place one hand on your opposite knee and the other hand back, and give it a very good spinal twist, gazing over your shoulder. And back to the center, slowly repeating on the other side. You can pull your other knee with the opposite hand towards you to get additional stretch as long as you are in your sweet pain zone. Gaze over your shoulder and back. And now hand on your side while you are seated, and bend to one side and stretch. Feel the stretch. Back to the center and again on the other side. And feel the stretch. And back to the center and relax. Not being too hard on ourselves. Initial practice hours or days, it's very important for us to make sure that we are not doing it, pushing it too hard, keeping in sweet pain zone, and slowly we can build up. Make sure, as we all know through our yoga community and many yoga instructors and teachers, we keep emphasizing that we are not competing with anyone. We don't have to get into those complicated poses. All we need to do is that with every passing moment, we are able to do a little better than what we did before. So it's not a competition, it's taking care of our full body overall well-being. And I see how beautifully this class is practicing on International Day of Yoga. I only want to share with you all that I have been going to Times Square. I enjoy being there every year on summer solstice. And there are different classes that go on. If you ever happen to be in New York City during the International Yoga Day, you just walk up and you can join the class. And it is amazing how people yoga is a proof in front of the world that how different differences can come together, and practicing yoga together under the sky in the, as they say, the crossroads of the world, Times Square, New York City, everywhere, all skin color, no matter which class, creed, everyone is practicing together, and everyone is in the working towards just bringing about peace, feel tranquility, and that is what I experience along with everyone. It feels amazing. We are so blessed. We are, um, I won't say lucky, but we are definitely blessed, and that today we are able to celebrate International Day of Yoga, which got approval by United Nations and into 2014, and hence it is each one of our responsibility to promote yoga and also share the benefits of it that you experience with your friends, with your loved ones. It is our responsibility, and hence on this day today, in this session, we are going to make a promise towards the end of our class, and we'll say it out loud, and the promise will be for your own self, the first dharma, that is towards self, being kind towards self. Now let's move on, and I at this time I would request you all to stand up gently, gently standing up. Always, if you can, make sure that you're using support and just being gentle towards self. Let me fix the, I don't think, okay. So since we are working on flexibility of our body, of our whole body, throughout the day, that we do a lot of things, and we tend to, for example, in my kitchen itself, sometimes I have to get something from the topmost shelf, or just suddenly look if my kid is just coming or playing prank with me, or things like that. We look over our shoulders, sometimes we get hurt, and because it's the sudden motion, sudden movement throughout our day, that those points, those times when we are not keeping our awareness in mind. So yoga helps us build that awareness, with a purpose. Every moment we are in the moment. Please take about a foot distance between your legs, just about a foot, and just stand on your toes. Just stand on your toes, be there, come down. Now repeat this few times, about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now stand using the inner edge of your feet. Inner edge. And making sure when you're standing on using the inner edge of your foot, make sure your back and spine is still straight and your neck is aligned. Your hands by the side, and you walk. Inner edge. You're walking using the inner edge Well, I was actually walking using the outer edge, inner edge. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you. Yeah, inner edge. I used to find inner edge walking um, a lot difficult earlier, but it is with practice, I've come a long way. Now, the reason I do this exercise in almost every session of mine, working on toes and inner edge and the outer edge. Great job. And now on your outer edge. Stand on your outer edge and walk back and forth few times. I try to do this every morning, as I have come to realize the benefits of it, that I used to, sometimes when I used to be in hurry, dropping my kid to the school, walking to the school, I used to have ankle twist, because I'm not taking care and I'm just rushing things. But and also that I realized that the it was affecting my balance, and I was also low on strength of my feet. So using during my yoga class many years ago, my teacher emphasized, my yoga school, the Yoga Institute, my teacher emphasized on building the strength of our foot, and as it grips the ground, whether you are standing barefoot on the ground or you are holding inside your shoes or footwear, getting a good grip. And since then started practicing. Now stand on your heels and just be there on your heels and start walking forward, but you will walk in reverse. Yes, perfect. Yes, that's what you do. So this practice every day, if possible, has resulted in, number one, being more aware as I walk, or whether I run for whatever reason. But if I'm walking, if especially during hikes when it is unfamiliar terrains and not smooth or uneven paths or terrains, the grip, the working on all these edges and strengthening my grip has come into play as a big benefit, that I can tell you, I will just knock on wood, that I have been actually doing much better, being also keeping in mind in the moment. So that helps. So this is something I thought we would do, and as we are standing, we will go into a full stretch, the complete stretch of upper body and the whole body with Tadasana or the palm tree pose. So let's take a foot distance, hands by your side, and now as you go on you raise your heels, you're on your toes, and simultaneously your hands go up and come back in a spin wheel, reverse spin wheel motion. Let's do it. So hands raised from the front as your heels go up, and stretch up. Now stretch some more, a little more. Now stay there. At this time, stay there when you have found your balance. stay there. And hands coming down. Excellent. Now we do Tadasana, the other version from the side. Hands go from the side. Once again, you're on your toes and simultaneously your hands raised from side, and now you cross it. Cross your hands and stretch up. Up a little more and just stay there. And relax. Hands down, heels down. Perfect. You can ask any question in between also. You can unmute yourself and you can ask if you have any question. So Tadasana also, flexibility comes when we are able to, through yoga, when we are able to give a good stretch, complete stretch to our body or the overall, the whole body. And flexibility comes in when we are able to, flexibility itself is open. As we are opening, we open our mind, we allow ourselves to do this. So flexibility comes in steps. If someone may say that, no, I can't, my hand can go only till here, for whatever reason, injury or for whatever reason, doesn't matter. But in yoga says that sthir sukham asanam, and I see this principle as that wherever you are, it's okay. But next, when you do, just give it a little more. Go a little more. So if you're, let's get in, take a 2.5 distance between your feet, and how flexibility can be achieved, can be explained very well. So we'll go into Malasana. Malasana, as most of us know, that Malasana is an asana which is a great hip opener, amazing opener, but also Malasana aids in, not only, it works with the digestive system. So let us take about 2.5 distance between your feet. And before we go into Malasana, I want to show you that I was working with my sister, and every morning I drink my water in Malasana. So it's become a practice. Early morning, my lukewarm water, 2 glasses of warm water. I have to do this. But I do that in Malasana. So my sister said that how could you just sit just like that and get up and you're doing that. And I can't. I said, okay, then you do it. She said that I can't do it. So then she said, okay, fine, I'll do. So she just was able to do this much. I said, that's okay. So even if you're here and you could not sit for a while, it's okay. So just tell yourself, it is okay. I will get it next time. And that's when the regular practice comes in. You just keep telling yourself, you can do it next time. Don't rush. So that's how my sister is now able to do. She can even sit, as we say in Hindi, palti maar ke baithna. And so she is able to sit cross-legged. So let's get into Malasana. So make sure you're taking good distance, good 2 feet, more than 2 feet distance in Malasana. And let's get down. You can either place your hand on your knees or your hands right in front and get down slowly. as you would do in Utkatasana. However, here, yes, perfect. Perfect. Excellent. So now you can sit and use your elbows to stretch. This is such an excellent hip opener. And what happens when you open, when naturally it's your body is opening? So you are now more willing, your mind is more willing to accept changes, newer things. You're open to learning something new that is beneficial, not just for you, but for the whole community. So you stretch and make sure anytime, even in Malasan, make sure, even if you're in the early stages, you're slightly bent forward, make sure still your back, your spine, your neck is aligned. So it is, let me show you this way. You may do this, but not neck going down or neck. So it has to be in alignment like this. So in alignment, stay there only as long as you can. Because remember, you're not pushing too hard. And relax. And slowly get up only as much as you can. If you need to take support, take support. Get up or just get up, hands in the front. We all have busy lives, but we tend to forget these small things, that be kind to ourselves first. Remember, we don't have to haste, we don't have to hurry. There is no reminders, nobody is there to remind us or you or me. It is it is you have to remind yourself continuously. Don't have to haste, no need to hurry. Just take your time and be where you are. No need to hurry to get to the destination immediately. Enjoy the journey, and you will get there. So now, since we have done a very good hip opener, at this time I would like you to take 2.5 to 3 feet distance between your feet, and we will be practicing Trikonasana, the triangle pose. So take about a 2.5 to 3 feet distance, and remember, you already worked with the whole area of your foot. So now you should be able to grip the ground very well using the complete surface area of your foot. Get a good grip. Hands by your side. Now Trikonasana, or the triangle pose, to do this, you would make with one feet, I'm doing with my right first, a 180 degree, or just so your foot is facing forward. You would take either 90 degree or 45 degree. So basically your foot will be outward, facing outward, and more than 45 degrees. So I would just do it 90 degree, and my hands on the side. Now raise your hand, palms facing front, and now turn your head gazing over your right shoulder, because your right foot is out. And now slowly bend, stretch towards your right and go down. And as you go down, you can place your hand on the ground parallel to your foot. You're still looking down, and now when you found your balance, you would look up. Look up. Stay there. And now turn your head and slowly come back up. Head in the center and foot back to the center. Now repeat on the other side. Your left foot 90 degrees, between 45 degrees and 90 degrees outside. Tilt your head, turn your head to the left, gazing over your shoulder, and stretch your body towards the left and bend sideways. You can place your hand parallel to the foot or just hold your knees. I would recommend you place your hand parallel to the foot, still looking down. Adjust your other hand pointing towards the sky or the ceiling, and now look up. And stay there. And now head back, looking down, and slowly come up. Head to the center and foot back in the front. Good job. Anyone has any question on Trikonasana? Are you good? Show me your thumbs up. Okay. Thank you. Okay, very nice. Trikonasana not only stretches but also works on your glutes, and the tightness that you have, it builds up on the stress that we take in, the tension, the stress, and that builds up in this area.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
मैम मैं जा सकती हूँ अभी?
जरूर.
खाना
प्लीज चेतना जी जरूर जाइए. आप जाइए चेतना जी. बहुत धन्यवाद आपको.
जाने का तो मन नहीं हो रहा है. आप बहुत अच्छा सिखाती हैं.
थैंक यू चेतना जी. चेतना जी, मुझे बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगा आपने ज्वाइन किया. प्लीज आप जाए, प्लीज. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू मैडम.
Thank you for your presence. So we are just about to wrap up. Now slowly sit back on your mat. Now as you sit on your mat, yes, I like that what you're doing, Ghazala ji. That's my favorite posture. I love Baddha Konasana, and you read my mind. Thank you so much, Bijal ji. Thank you so much for joining. So, आप stretch करें. इस वक्त stretch करें legs in the front. So, since today we are working on building flexibility of our whole body, Baddha Konasana, as everyone saw, Ghazala ji was seated in Baddha Konasana earlier. So we will do that. Baddha Konasana also works on many areas in our lower extremity. Also right from the lower torso, lower part of the body. The whole lower part of the body gets engaged, stretched. Everything happens. It's amazing. So as we stretch our legs, we just work with our, if you can see, I'm stretching and flexing my feet a little bit because we have been standing and it's taking so much of pressure of our body. Just rotate it, and yes, and now join them and bring it closer towards you. You can, for added closing in, you can clasp your hands, stretch it, clasp your hands and place it on, yes, on your toes and bring it a little more closer. And remember, only as much as possible. And as we do this, we will bend forward, remember, only as much as possible. So you would do this and come back up slowly. And always remember, Sthir Sukham Asanam. Sthir Sukham Asanam. That is your perfect posture or pose where you feel the stability and you are comfortable. So you are in your sweet pain zone, whichever, wherever you are, that is your perfect pose. So now place your hands on your knees like this, and we will be doing a roar, making a roaring sound as in Singhasan. So make sure your back and spine is straight, and back and spine and chin slightly tucked in. But for Singhasan, we breathe in, but we breathe out with tongue sticking out and making a roar sound, loud roar. So take position. You may push your shoulders outward and breathe in, normal breathing. Now when you take a deep breath in, you breathe out with a roaring sound. Deep breathe in, tongue sticking out, and breathe out, making a sound. We'll do this one more time. Take a deep breath in. And just relax. You can take chin mudra on your knees. Just relax. Just feel the massage that just now your throat received. Just feel it. You may open your eyes. So, and now you can just sit in whatever Sukhasan or Padmasan. I'm trying to sit here in Ardha Siddhasan. So we will, I try to practice Brahmari during my session because I cannot tell you. We are going into pranayam. Yes, anyone has any question? So, due to shortage of time, we will go into pranayam and then do some pranayam, and then with three Om chantings, we'll end the session. So, I was saying about talking about Brahmari pranayam. Brahmari pranayam is a breathing technique that you can practice. It's one I find Brahmari pranayam to be very highly effective, not also because I use my voice for my work, but also it works on directly on the nerves. So it calms down. It has a high calming um, benefit. It benefits by calming our nerves, or in simpler words, it calms us down, brings our pressure back by some numbers. And I have done it many times. I've shown it to my parents also, how Brahmari can come in handy for instant calming down. Also, I cannot emphasize enough how many times I've shown this to my parents, that how they can do Brahmari and bring their numbers down for pressure, high, if anyone has high blood pressure. And so here we go. We do Brahmari pranayam. You can either just with your index finger cover your eyes. So basically, Brahmari pranayam is a pranayam where you close, you shut your, it's like a pratyahar. Pratyahar is the yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar. Pratyahar is the fifth limb of Ashtang Yoga, wherein Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, you're working on the outside of your body, and Pratyahar is the bridge that now you are ready to go in and work on all your indriyas, and now you're ready to go in and work in the inner works of your body. Then dharana, dhyan, samadhi. So pratyahar is the bridge, and Brahmari pranayam is a um, is a way that it also, as if you're shutting down all your indriyas, your senses, that is highly gets activated with the outer world, the fascination, the attraction, outside world, living in the outside world only, not taking care, going inside. So Brahmari helps. So let us practice Brahmari. Index finger, your eyes, and gently. Index, eyes, your middle finger and the ring finger. So it would cover the nostril, and your lips you would lightly cover with the ring finger and the small finger. Whereas your thumb is covering your ears, that is hearing, vision, your smell, and your vach, your vocal, your voice. And so we'll do this. We'll take a deep breath in, and then as we breathe out, we use our throat. We use with the humming sound, the just like the humming, humming, the bee humming. We'll do. Let's practice. Take a few short breaths, shallow breaths, and then once you've taken, you're breathing in deep, and then you breathe out with a sound. Breathe in few times, and now breathe out with a humming sound. One more time. Take a deep breath in. And just relax. Just relax. You can make the Gyan Mudra by placing your right hand on top of your left hand and in front of on your thighs, your hands on your thighs, while you are seated in Sukhasan or Padmasan. In the Dhyan Mudra. So the Gyan Mudra, your hand is like this. Your right hand rested on the left palm, that is the palm facing up, chin slightly tucked in, back and spine straight. Just be like this. Stay there. And we'll chant Om 3 times. Take few shallow breaths. And then take a deep breath in and lengthen your exhalation with Om. The sound, it's also called the universal sound Om, and we do this 3 times. So let's take few breaths and take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. And the last one, take a deep breath in. Now bring your hands in folded Anjali Mudra in front of your chest. And Hastamardhan, generate warmth by rubbing your palms together. And place your hands or cup your eyes. And in this darkness, You may blink few times in the darkness and just see what you see in the complete darkness. And now gently sliding down your cheeks, your hands, showing love to your arms, your stomach area, your back, your legs, to the bottom of your feet. Show love and thankfulness for carrying your weight. And now give a hug to yourself and say to yourself, I love me. Mwah. And hands back in front. And make a promise today on this International Day of Yoga, 21st June 2025, that you will be kind towards self. You will show more love to yourself. So you become mentally strong, physically strong, emotionally strong, and be loving and kind to your surroundings. You may open your eyes, and I thank you all for being there today and practice yoga with me. Happy International Yoga Day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Soumya ji. Thank you so much, Soumya ji, Gazala ji. I'm very happy that everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's very gentle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm very thankful to all of you to have joined. Thank you. Danielle, Mitch, Caleb, hello, NMG, Shadow VR. Thank you, Indraneel. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Happy International Yoga Day.